The Goose that laid the golden eggs. Once upon a time, in a quiet European village surrounded by rolling green fields, there lived a humble farmer named Elias and his wife, Martha. They worked hard from dawn until dusk, tending their little farm, milking their cow, gathering eggs from the hens, and growing vegetables in neat rows. Life was honest but difficult. They never had more than they needed, and some winters were especially harsh. One chilly autumn morning, Elias went to the hen house to collect eggs. As he reached under the straw of the last nesting box, his fingers touched something smooth, heavy, and strangely warm. When he pulled it out, he gasped. It was not an ordinary egg at all, but a gleaming, solid, golden egg. Sunlight streamed through the cracks in the old hen-house roof and struck the egg, filling the room with a shimmering glow. Elias's heart pounded. "Martha," he cried, running back to the cottage, "come and see this miracle." Martha could hardly believe her eyes. They held the egg together, marveling at its weight and brilliance. That evening they brought it to the village goldsmith, who confirmed it was pure gold. The coin he paid them for it was more money than they usually earned in an entire season. Elias and Martha thanked the heavens for their good fortune and returned home in awe. The next morning, to their astonishment, the same goose laid another golden egg. Day after day, the miracle continued. Each dawn brought one perfect golden egg. With each egg, Elias and Martha repaired their cottage, bought new tools, and stored enough food for the coldest winters. They even began giving small gifts to their neighbors. The goose became their most treasured creature, and they cared for her better than for any other animal on the farm. She was plump, white, and gentle, with a soft gray pattern on her wings and bright, curious eyes. They named her Aurora. For a while the couple lived in grateful contentment, but as the months passed and the pile of coins grew higher, a different feeling crept into their hearts: greed. Elias started calculating how much wealth the goose might hold inside her. "Why should we wait for one egg a day?" he muttered. Martha, once kind and patient, began to imagine grander things: a bigger house, jewels, servants. One stormy night, as the wind rattled the shutters, Elias whispered, "If the goose can lay a golden egg every day, then inside her must be a treasure of gold. If we take it now, we'll be rich all at once." At first Martha hesitated. She stroked Aurora's feathers, thinking of how the goose had given them so much, but the thought of instant riches clouded her judgment. Finally, she nodded. "Tomorrow," she said softly, "tomorrow we take everything." At dawn, the couple entered the hen house carrying a sharp knife. Aurora, sensing nothing, greeted them with a soft honk. Elias's hands trembled, but greed made him bold. With a single stroke, they ended the goose's life. They cut her open, expecting to find piles of gold within, but there was nothing. No hidden treasure, no shining hoard. Only what any ordinary goose would have inside. In their hunger for more, they had destroyed the very source of their good fortune. A heavy silence fell over the farm. The couple stared at the lifeless goose and then at the empty nest. There would be no more golden eggs. All at once their dreams of grandeur turned to dust. They buried Aurora behind the barn and felt the weight of their mistake pressed down like a stone. As weeks passed, the coins from the previous eggs slowly ran out. Without new golden eggs, they returned to their old life of hard work, but now with regret instead of gratitude. Neighbors who had admired them shook their heads sadly. Elias and Martha realized that their greed had blinded them, and they often told the story to others as a warning. Be content with steady blessings, Elias would say. Do not destroy them by reaching for more than you need. And so the legend of the goose that laid the golden eggs spread far beyond the little village. Parents told it to their children, and travelers told it in markets and inns. It became a timeless reminder that patience and gratitude bring lasting happiness, while greed can turn gold into nothing but sorrow.